Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Matchmellow94 here with another video. Happy New Year to all you guys out there. I apologize for not having a video earlier while it was still 2014. I had a lot of family over during that break, so there was never really any alone time to do a video up until now. And I did a video of the Blue Comet running around here pulling Polar Express cars, but I put it on Facebook and I accidentally deleted the video from my phone, so I'll have to put it. I guess I could show you the link for that video. I don't know how to extract it onto the computer anymore. I think since I deleted it from the photos, but anyway. Yeah, so that one video will no longer be here, but at least you'll have a look at what my layout looks like. This is the holiday display for this year. You see the Polar Express here. I will get to that in a second, but I want to give you a little tour of the layout this year for the holidays that I did. Yeah, so for those of you who saw my last video regarding trains, I showed a sample track of like two pieces with rolling stock on it, showing glued the snow glued to the side of the rails. That's what I did here. I used Elmer's glue, safest and easiest to clean off when I'm done with this, which will probably be in the next couple of days because this tree needs to go away. So today would be the best day to get rid of it. This is a ballerina nutcracker that I got from my mom. I got it because she used to be a ballerina, so not necessarily a ballerina, but she was a dancer when she was like in her 20s and all that. So, but now she teaches it. So this is kind of like her dancing Oscar, I would say. I just realized like it could be like the statue for that. We got the Peanuts gang over here. For those of you who grew up with this cartoon, or for those of us who actually like old cartoons, Charlie Brown and Lucy not selling, but giving out psychiatric help. Apparently, I guess Charlie Brown's the only victim of that because he's always sad, or just simply misunderstood. He's helping Lucy out, and he's not happy about that. That's always funny. But he is always happy when he's with his little tree here. This guy's a riot to me. He's happy here with his little tree. That's priceless. Meanwhile, Lucy's in the back with, what's his face? I'm going to call him Piano Boy because I always forget his name. And this is actually cool. If you press the keyboard here, this piano, he'll play music. And that's always funny to me. We got trees here. A little forest I try to make. My mom got me a lot of stuff from the Christmas tree shop. This is where a lot of the decorations come from. This is where like the little buildings you see here. This is actually a toy store. And benches. The cars have been mine for years, since I was like 12. The gift I forgot, I think came with the Peanuts gang at one point. This is the Santa Claus bell from the Polar Express. And you'll know why. I actually got a new set finally. So yeah, this is the setup. This is a donut shop from Kohl's actually. It's very cool. It lights up and all that. Firemen are going up there. Meanwhile, the police cars are getting their usual donuts. I always try to do this as a joke, but I guess it never passes on. I guess it's too cliche at this day and age. We got lighted light posts up here. They're battery operated. These are the better light posts to use because the battery actually rests very long. Like I still have batteries from last year and they were still lighting up. They're a little dim, but they weren't like they're not the, that's not the biggest deal because they're not the brightest in the world, but they're good anyway. Woodstock is here. He's on top of the firehouse. I always put him on top of the firehouse. I guess that's the best. I guess it's just because it's the easiest building to put him in. This is a party lighthouse building. That's wax. Long story, but for some reason, the wax started melting over for some reason. And that never happens. I always put a candle inside, and somehow the one candle I put this year got stuck in there. And I don't know if you can hear the music, but the radio's playing Single Ladies. I always have music on in the house. The radio station, 106.7 if you're in New York, by the way. And this is the bridge that comes with the Polar Express sets. If you know this bridge, if you recognize it, yep, you have it right. The Lionel Lion Chief 10th anniversary edition of the famous Polar Express train set. This is to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the movie and the 10 years that Lionel has been making this very wildly popular Christmas train set. If you ever watch Train World TV, they say it themselves. Every year, kids come. It's always about the Polar Express, and oh my gosh, it's become it. This has practically become its own brand because Lionel makes so many versions of this thing. It's ridiculous. I mean, legacy version, heavyweight, the actual engine, the actual 1225 engine. I don't know how to say the actual name. Pereira. I don't know how to say it anymore. I haven't bothered to hear audio version of it a lot. I forgot how to pronounce it. Sorry for that. But yeah, they've made the actual version and they made it with the row name Polar Express. And this is the Berkshire Junior engine that's actually how everyone calls it. And a die-cast Berkshire, of course. Made in China, sadly. No disrespect, it's just for some reason the material is this not good there anymore. But let's see if this thing will last 10 years. Let's see in 10 years if this thing will last. That other one, believe it or not, it still can run, my old one, but it's just a lot of parts missing to the point where it can't even hook up to anything. So it can still run. It's just beat up beyond repair externally, I would say. Truck wheels came off of the old one, so now this is a new set. I got it yesterday, literally, actually. The story is that my dad got this for me. We ordered it last week, and it came yesterday. And I added the old passenger cars with the old set to the new one. The way you could tell from the difference is that the new cars have the 10th anniversary logo on the sides of the passenger cars. This is on the cylinder of the engine. This is what these are called, cylinders, for those of you who don't know. And yeah, it's great, man. The bell came with the set, of course, as it always does. Bell, Santa sleigh bell. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad it's at least silver, even though it doesn't exactly look like it. The old one was always gold. This is the old bell that you saw here. And yeah, much better this year, Lionel, but make the shape better. I should send this video directly to them, by the way. Sorry about that. And yeah, the logo is on the side of the passenger cars. 10th anniversary. All I need is the ticket and I'm good. And yeah, it's great. Of course, it comes with the 4 guys. So now I have 2 sets of the same guys. Horrific. But the benefit of having the whole set is, more cars, more track, and a new source of power, actually. That doesn't require a transformer, which is great. It might take as much power as a transformer does, 18 volts, whatever. But, of course, I'm not using Fast Track. This is MTH Real Tracks, if you can't tell. Gold nickel plate rails, as always. I got new track for this layout, although as I built it, I realized I didn't need it. So I guess I didn't really need to spend $20. This set, of course, comes with the bridge. You actually build the bridge, for those of you who don't know. You actually build this bridge. You screw it together, and not bad, not bad. Everything comes in place. It's metal, except for the side. These sides with with the name is plastic, but the base is metal plate. Yeah. The biggest difference, for those who are wondering, the biggest difference between this set and the last year's Lion Chief set is the detail. This one actually has handrails. The other one does not. It has everything else, like this bell and a little, very fragile whistle. And yeah, and it has only two sounds. One with yeah, even the tender doesn't have handrails on the original. This one actually does. Yay, big plus for Lionel. Finally, I noticed the metal on the coupler is different. My old one has different metal. This one's more sleek, actually. This one's more sleek. I just realized. That other one has doesn't have the sleekness, of course. I'm not gonna wish with that because I want to get to the point here. If I haven't already, I want to show this before this thing cuts me off. This tablet doesn't have a lot of memory. So yeah, what do I think of this set so far? I love it. I think it's gonna be perfect for when people come over and they see the thing running and not realize why it's running on its own and no one's here to use it. For those of you who know already, remote control, wireless remote. This actually goes up to 60 feet away, so I could be in the living room out there or in my bedroom and still run it from there. So when people come in, I could just easily just turn it on and go. They'll be like, "What the hell is? Why is it moving backwards?" It actually worked at my job. It was so funny. I worked at FAO Schwartz, and it was hilarious. Picked up the remote while I was doing my rounds, and these kids were looking at the train. I was staying behind a shelf, and I ran it, and they were wondering why was it going backwards by itself, and it was just the most funniest thing in the world. It makes for a good scare. Like I'm hoping to get to do that when a couple of friends come over. So yeah, it's great. Great detail. This actually has more sounds now. So opposed to the first Lion Chief engine, the first one is only tickets plays when it's moving, and then when he's standing still, it's all aboard. This is the Polar Express. In this case, it's a lot different, and yeah, you'll see why. Chuffing sounds. You can actually turn the chuffing off in the back. You can't see it very well, but there's two switches, one for smoke and one for taking the chuffing off. So the chuffing will turn off, but then you could still do this.
This is the Polar Express. All aboard!
I will say this: the only downfall about these sets, I'm not one to complain with trains, but the biggest problem with this is that you cannot lower the volume on this. It is ridiculously loud, especially when the tracks are loud as it is.
One thing about trains, it doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Exactly. And here we go. You'll hear him talk now.
Ticket! Ticket, please!
There we go. A little bit more speed. This is one sound that actually a lot of people will not expect to hear. Oh. I guess I gotta let it run for a bit. I can't put it too fast because it's not that level, so it's gonna crash if I put it too fast. Oh, yeah, that was actually the hobo earlier. I guess I gotta give it more time. You actually hear the hobo talk. I'm trying to slow it down when it plays that. If you mess with the whistle a couple of times, it will play it. That was a sound I was not expecting to hear from this train set, because there's a video from Legacy Station that you hear, and they play every other sound but that one. All right, and now, yeah. So that is the 10th anniversary edition. This set goes for a ridiculous price of $400, or $430 if it's sold at FAO Schwartz, and yeah, it's a little. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little overpriced. My dad got this for like $3 something. Which is a lot better. $300, I wouldn't spend more on this, or $330, because $400 is a little too much. I mean, my store is one place. It's Fifth Avenue, so you're gonna get that. But it's cool. This train says ops is awesome. I don't know what Lionel is gonna do next year, because 10th anniversary edition. I don't know how you can top that. Maybe with Lion Chief Plus. But that would just add a lot more confusion, I feel, to the whole setup. I mean, there's so many versions of this. They got a 10th anniversary edition with a diesel engine with streamlined cars that I'm actually going to try to buy next year, because those cars look a lot more authentic to me. You'll see why if you read the book. So yeah.
One thing about trains: it doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Yep. Always remember that when it comes to trains. So if the Polar Express pulls up to your house on Christmas Eve, don't think twice. Just get on. And don't worry about the roller coaster ride. I'm sure you'll be safe and sound in the passenger cars, and not on the front of the locomotive, unlike some crazy characters that we know of. So yeah, that's my run and review, hopefully, and show off of the layout. And I hope you guys had a wonderful holidays, and let's enjoy the new year. Let's, as I said on Facebook, chug into the new year.
One thing about trains: it doesn't matter.
Okay, let me shut that off. And I hope you guys have a good day, or good night, and good day wherever you're seeing this from. Happy holidays and enjoy the new year.